Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So good evening, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. This is live stream number 2. Earlier today we covered the Walmart mass stabbing, so make sure you check out that video. But in the news today, 3 dead and several injured in a early morning shooting outside a Reno casino. So we'll be covering that today. We'll give it a few minutes, wait for a few people to jump in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Let me see how we're looking on the screen here. Hey San Juana, how you doing? God bless you too. All right, we're looking good. Guys, do me a favor when you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated, helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and get started. Just give me a second to get all set up here. Alright guys, 3 dead and several injured in an early morning shooting outside a Reno casino. A gunman opened fire early Monday morning at a resort and casino in Reno, leaving 3 people dead and several injured as guests were startled by a spray of gunfire that could be heard from their rooms inside, according to police. The suspect, who is in police custody but has yet to be publicly identified, was seen pacing the parking lot of the Grand Sierra Resort for about 45 minutes before the shooting. A law enforcement official briefed on the incident told CNN. The gunman initially opened fire, but their gun jammed, the official said. Once he cleared the jam, he resumed shooting. Multiple law enforcement agencies responded to the scene around 7:25 a.m. According to a Reno Police Department news release, the suspect was located and an officer-involved shooting occurred, it said. All right, guys. We're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. All right, guys. Circumstances of a shooting at the Grand Sierra Resort are still unclear, but an adult male suspect has been taken into custody. All right, so first thing I want to point out, we get this news on July 28th, the 209th day of the year. Grand Sierra Resort equals 209. How about that? That alone deserves a like and a share. Grand Sierra Resort 209. This happens on the 209th day of the year. What are the odds? So we get this news on a day with 44 date numerology. 7 plus 28 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 44. Shooting 44, gunfire 44, mass shooter 44, kill 44. And then notice the sign here. You can clearly see grand, right? Grand is also 44. And then GSR is also on the sign, which stands for Grand Sierra Resort, right? GSR is also 44. So you got the 44 date numerology, like shooting, gunfire, GSR, grand, mass shooter, and kill. They're all 44. Hey, Adam, how you doing? So the mayor of Reno, Nevada is Hillary Schieve. Her birthday, October 12th. All right, this happened 289 days after her birthday. Grand Sierra Resort and Casino equals 289. Multiple people injured at Grand Sierra Resort and Casino. Grand Sierra Resort and Casino 289 happened 289 days from the mayor's birthday. A shooting at a casino and resort in Reno on Monday left 2 people dead. It's now 3 people, and at least 3 others with injuries that required transport to local hospitals, according to Northern Nevada District Health Officer Dr. Chad Kingsley. So Dr. Chad Kingsley has that 76, like active shooting 76, Reno mass shooting 76, Skull and Bones 76. It's 76 days before the mayor's birthday. How about that? And to go with the Skull and Bones, Reno casino mass shooting equals 322, the number of Skull and Bones. So you got the 322 and the 76. Just like the Georgia Guidestones opened on 322, went down on 76. Just like John Michael Ozzy Osbourne was 322, dead at 76, right? But anyways, wasn't that his full title? Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah. Remember John Michael Ozzy Osbourne? And I'm not going to go through all the other connections with Ozzy, but just like the Georgia Guidestones opened on 322, went down on 76, John Michael Ozzy Osbourne equals 322, dead at 76. Reno casino mass shooting, 322, 76 days from the mayor's birthday. Active shooting 76, Dr. Chad Kingsley 76, Reno mass shooting 76, Skull and Bones 76. And just one more time for the record, anybody that missed the decodes on Ozzy, just in case this is your first video, you got to see this. Much love, Gene Spliced. Hey Maggie, hey Tammy. Yeah, busy news day. Hard to keep up with everything. Especially when your decodes are like 30 slides long and you got to build slides. It's really impossible to keep up with everything. But I try my best. Where's Ozzy? There you go. I know I've already shown this 100 times, but for anybody that's new, I still can't believe this one. So Ozzy died 232 days after his birthday. In Gematria, Ozzy, 232, Satan, 232. He died 2 months, 3 weeks, 2 days from the anniversary of the Church of Satan. 2 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, like 232. Satan, 232. Ozzy, 232. Dead 232 days from his birthday. The Osbournes had a podcast, episode number 203. It was called Satan, Bilderberg Group, and the Illuminati Invite Only. That was episode 203. Ozzy died on day number 203 of the year. And Satanic Rituals 203. And episode 203, the Satan podcast, it was on September 26, 2023. Ozzy died 666 days after the Satan podcast, when podcast is 666 and Rockstar is 666. And Black Sabbath's first single was Evil Woman, which was released January 9th, 1970. Ozzy died 666 months after Black Sabbath's first single was released, and 666 days after the Satan podcast by the Osbournes. I mean, that's pretty crazy stuff, man. But anyways, moving on. So back to the mayor. Her name is Hillary Schieve. Says it's an active investigation, so that number could change. Mayor Hillary Schieve told the Reno Gazette. So Hillary Schieve equals 156. This happens on the day leaving 156 days left in the year. And notice Hillary Schieve's got the 222. Anyways, look at the overlap between Hillary Schieve, Order Out of Chaos, and As Above, So Below. Basically, Hillary Schieve is a perfect match to Order Out of Chaos in 3 out of the 4. And Hillary Schieve is a perfect match to As Above, So Below in 3 out of the 4. Hey, Elena. Grand Sierra, 183.75, like Order Out of Chaos, 183.75. Hey, Travis. The gunfire unfolded around 7:25 a.m. in the Valet area. Valet area, 158.59, like Freemasonry, 158.59. Grand Sierra Resort, 115. Nevada, 115. Killing, 115. Masonic, 115. And Freemasons, 115. And Reno is in Washoe County, which is 155 and 56, like Freemasons and Masonic Ritual, 155-56. The suspect, who is now in police custody, was seen pacing the parking lot of the Grand Sierra Resort for about 45 minutes before the shooting. Reno, Nevada equals 45, and Ritual equals 45. And we have a murder at a casino, right? Casino, 38, murder, 38, death, 38, killing, 38. Notice the Murder by Numbers movie poster, the E changed to a 3, the B to an 8, because murder's 38. Like casino. And then, very interesting connection to the governor, Joseph Lombardo, who was the sheriff during the Las Vegas shooting, which I'll get to in a second. So, the governor of Nevada, Joseph Lombardo, his birthday, November 8th, all right? So we get this shooting 37 weeks from his birthday. Shooting 37, gunfire 37, shooter 37, and GSR 37, which is on the hotel, right? And Paradise 37. Remember the Vegas shooting was on the Vegas Strip, which is in Paradise, Nevada, right? So, it says here, while we wait for more information, please join Donna and me in praying for the victims and their families and for our brave first responders, said Lombardo, who was sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in 2017 when 58 people were gunned down near the Mandalay Bay Hotel. Okay, so you see how in the article they mention that he was sheriff when that happened at the Mandalay Bay Hotel? So anyways, we get this news today, 66 days before the anniversary of the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival shooting. That was on October 1st. So today's 66 days before the anniversary, right? Well, that's fitting because mass shooting equals 66. The shooter was Stephen Paddock, which equals 66. And the guy doing the concert at the time was Jason Aldean, which equals 66. And it was on the Las Vegas Strip, which equals 66. How about that? And notice Mandalay Bay Hotel is also 159, like mass shooting 159 and Reno shooting 159. So I thought that was worth mentioning. And then shout out to Derek, Gematria 85. I was doing some research. I was just Googling Mandalay Bay Hotel shooting Gematria, and one of Derek's posts came up from way back when. And he pointed out that Joe Lombardo, who's now the governor, right, but he was sheriff back when this happened, he became the sheriff on January 5th, 2015. So the shooting happened 1,001 days after he became the sheriff, and it happened in Paradise, Nevada, which equals 1,001. Here, let me pull up the Wikipedia. See how the location was Paradise, Nevada? But yep. That happened way back when, 1,001 days after he became the sheriff, and it happened in Paradise, Nevada, 1,001. So shout out to Gematria 85. Yep, I got that one, Bones. I got the 322. I don't use standard, but I got the 322. Okay, let's go back for Bones real quick. So you got the 322, right? Reno casino mass shooting. 322, the number of skull and bones. Well, in Gematria, skull and bones equals 76, right? 76 days before the mayor's birthday. Like active shooting, Reno mass shooting, Dr. Chad Kingsley, and Skull and Bones are all 76. Hey, Raymond. Hey, better try again. So, this is also from Gematria 85, Derek. He pointed out that it happened on October 1st. That was the 274th day of the year. Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino equals 274 on the 274th day of the year. And the Jesuit motto, Isus Hominum Salvator, equals 274. And it was the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival, right? It happened on the day leaving 91 days left in the year, like the official name of the Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, 91. And now that we're getting to the Jesuit connection, I forgot to mention, not only is it 37 weeks from the governor's birthday, who was sheriff during the Vegas shooting, the Jesuits is also 37, for the record. Like shooting, gunfire, shooter, GSR, Paradise are all 37. And the shooter was Stephen Paddock. His birthday, April 9th. So it happened 191 days before his birthday. Active shooter 191, like Society of Jesus 191. And the guy doing the concert was Jason Aldean, 201. Like the Jesuit Order 201, the Las Vegas Strip 201. And here's the Illuminati card for Las Vegas. Notice the Jack of Spades and the Ace of Spades. This is Jason Aldean's tattoo. How about that? Perhaps a Jesuit sun logo here. Was it Black Hole Sun 201? Something like that. I forget. Look at that. Black Hole Sun. Like Jason Aldean. But yeah, that's a whole different story. But yeah, my point, this happened in Vegas. The Illuminati card for Las Vegas has the Jack of Spades, the Ace of Spades, like Jason Aldean's tattoo. Jason Aldean's also 33, like Masonry 33, the highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. So back to the Jesuits. We get this news today, 61 days before the anniversary of the Jesuits being founded. Casino 61, active shooter 61. Reno Council member Devin Reese called the incident yet another act of senseless gun violence. Devin Reese has the 112 and 49, like Catholicism 112, 49. Remember, the Jesuits operate in 112 nations. And then Devin Reese is also 50, like Reno, Casino 50, and Jesuits 50. Active shooter 191, Society of Jesus 191. Reno 56, happened in Washoe County 56, Society of Jesus 56. Reno, Nevada shooting 91, the Society of Jesus 91, like the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival that happened on the day, leaving 91 days left in the year. Nevada shooting 22471, the Society of Jesus 22471. Nevada mass shooting 71, the Society of Jesus 71. Casino shooting 69, Reno shooting 69, the Jesuit Order 69. Reno, Nevada 54, Jesuit Order 54. The mayor of Reno, 54 years old right now. Hey, Connie. The leader of the Jesuits, Arturo Sosa, his birthday, November 12th. So we get this shooting 107 days before his birthday, shooting 107. And it's also the anniversary of when the mayor assumed office, November 12th. So you could also say it's 107 days from the anniversary of the mayor assuming office. And going the other way, it's 258 days after the leader of the Jesuits' birthday, Reno, Nevada mass shooting 258, which means you could also say, since the mayor assumed office on November 12th, Arturo Sosa's birthday, you could also say it's 258 days from the anniversary of the Reno mayor assuming office, like Reno, Nevada mass shooting. Then we heard from Reno Police Department Chief Catherine Nance. She's got the 134, like the Jesuits 134. And back to Mandalay Bay Hotel, that was also 84, like the Jesuit Order 84, Jesuit 84. And Nevada became a state October 31st. So 95 days from the anniversary of Nevada becoming a state. Reno casino shooting, 95. And including the end date, 96 days from the anniversary of Nevada becoming a state. Reno, Nevada mass shooting, 96. All right, guys, that's what I got for you for now. If anybody would like to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. I could really use the help right now. I got PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo. You can also mail something. And thank you to everyone who does support. And they have not released the name of the suspect yet. I waited until the press conference, which was about an hour ago, and they still didn't release his name. So I said, let me go ahead and go live with what I have for now. And if there's anything big to mention on the name, I guess I'll do a part 2. But yeah. Here, let me, before we do the recap, let me set this down real quick. Yeah, there's been so many shootings, guys, to keep up with. Like, there was a shooting in Atlanta. There was another shooting in the news today. I can't possibly keep track of everything. Yeah, I guess there was a shooting in New York today. For the record, there's basically a shooting every single day, so I almost have to pick and choose which stories I want to cover. Especially, I have this bad habit where, yeah, Turks and Caicos had a shooting. When I do a decode, I can't just do part of it. I have to do the whole thing. So, you know, these decodes take me sometimes 4 or 5 hours to do. There's just not enough hours in the day, and by the time the next day rolls around, there's more breaking news about something else. So, but yeah, shooting in New York, shooting in Atlanta, shooting in Nevada, Turks and Caicos. There's like 4 shootings in the news today. I already know I'm not going to cover the Atlanta one. I'm not going to cover Turks and Caicos. I'm waiting on this guy's name from Nevada. I don't even know if I'll cover the one in New York. I don't know. Here's the other problem with these shootings. It always takes them like 12 hours to identify the suspect. And then, you know, it just takes too long. Yeah, I don't know. No guarantee I'll have anything on the New York one. Let me make sure they haven't identified. Have you guys seen, I say Nevada correctly? Do some people say it different? I don't know. Have you guys heard anything if they identified the suspect from Nevada yet? I don't think they have, because they just did the press conference. But let me double check. I can tell you this about all the shootings today. Today has 44 date numerology. Like shooting 44, gunfire 44, kill 44. So that's probably why we have all these shootings in the news today. So there you go. There's your decode right there on all of them. New York, Atlanta, they all got the 44 date numerology. So there you go. I did it. I did all the decodes right here. But yeah, today's date numerology: 7 plus 28 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, 44, like shooting and gunfire. Hey, Brian. Yeah, let me just make sure they haven't identified this guy yet. They might not even identify him until tomorrow. I don't know. They did this with the Walmart thing too. That's why I didn't get out the video till later. Took them like 24 hours to release the suspect's name from the Michigan Walmart stabbing, which again I covered earlier today in a live stream. This is live number 2. Yeah, I don't think they released his name yet. I'll check a couple more articles and then we'll do the recap, and then we'll and get out of here. You guys have anything I missed? Let me know. But yeah, that's the main point, the old 44 date numerology. So not only was there one shooting in the news today, there's like 4 of them. All right, let's do the recap. I'll double check one more time before we wrap it up. Anybody have anything on the New York shooting? Let me know. Yeah, the thought of doing another decode right now, I tell you, I'm pretty beat. It's already 7:30. I put together the rest of the Michigan stabbing this morning, and then right when I got done, we had the news out of Reno. I need to eat some food and take a break, man. So yeah, I don't know if I'm even gonna get to it. I don't know. I would say probably not. Probably not, man. I mentally exhausted. I don't know if you've seen the amount of live streams I've done in the last week. Let me just show you how busy we've been over here. All right, so we're live right now. We went live 7 hours ago. This right here is probably the best video I've ever done because it's got like all my best decodes plus all the recent stuff. 666 and 201. Obama, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Make sure you watch that video if you haven't seen it. But look at this. I went live for 2 hours here. Went live 2 hours there. 2 hours, hour 45, 2 hours, hour 25, 2 hours, hour 15. Look in the last 8 days. Look, this Los Angeles car ramming, hour 47. Like, these are long live streams. 1, 2, in the last 8 days, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've been live 12 times in the last 8 days. That's how busy I've been. So, yeah, New York might have to take a back seat today. I don't know, man. Okay, I'm going to try to fly through this. 3 dead and several injured in an early morning shooting outside of Reno Casino. That rhymes. All right, this happened at the Grand Sierra Resort, which equals 209 on the 209th day of the year. What are the odds? Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Better try again. But yeah, that right there deserves a like and a share. Grand Sierra Resort 209 on the 209th day of the year. On a day with 44 date numerology, shooting, gunfire, mass shooter kill, GSR, and grand, they're all 44 again. GSR, is Grand Sierra Resort and Grand. You see that in big writing, Grand, right there. Anyways, let me read what Gene Splice said. He said the Morello Group owns the GSR. In 2013, Morello Group made a bid to buy Donald Trump's Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino for $20 million. The deal fell through and the casino closed in 2014. Okay. Good info. Hey, Carlo, how you doing? God bless. Yep. Jesus is king, and he's coming soon. I can't wait. All right, so you got all the shootings on the 44 date numerology when shooting 44. This is at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino, 289 days after the mayor's birthday, and 76 days before the mayor's birthday. Active shooting, 76. Reno mass shooting, 76. Dr. Chad Kingsley, we heard from him, 76. Skull and Bones, 76. And the number of Skull and Bones, 322. Reno Casino mass shooting, 322. And the mayor is Hillary Schieve, 156, on the day leaving 156 days left in the year. Notice the overlap between Hillary Schieve and Order Out of Chaos and As Above, So Below. She's got the same three numbers as Order Out of Chaos and As Above, So Below, including that big 222 we talk about all the time. Grand Sierra, 183.75, like Order Out of Chaos, 183.75. This happened near the Valet area, which is 158 and 59, like Freemasonry, 158.59. Grand Sierra Resort, 115. Nevada Killing Masonic Freemasons are all 115. Yeah, this was today, Carlo. This happened in Washoe County, 155.56, like Freemasons and Masonic Ritual, 155.56. The suspect, who is now in police custody, was seen pacing the parking lot of the Grand Sierra Resort for about 45 minutes. Reno, Nevada, 45. Ritual, 45. Murder at a casino. Casino, murder, death, killing, they're all 38. Like the Murder by Numbers movie poster where the E is changed to a 3, the B is changed to an 8. "37 weeks from the governor's birthday, who was the sheriff during the Vegas shooting. And shooting, 37, gunfire, 37, shooter, 37, GSR, 37, and Paradise, 37, which is our next topic. The shooting on the Las Vegas Strip, which was in Paradise, Nevada. See here. Paradise, Nevada. And it says, while we wait for more information, please join Donna and me in praying for the victims and their families and for our brave first responders, said Lombardo, who was sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in 2017 when 58 people were gunned down near the Mandalay Bay Hotel. So when I read that, I said, oh no, I got to connect this to what happened at the Mandalay Bay Hotel, right? So today is 66 days before the anniversary of that shooting. Mass shooting, 66. And the shooter was Stephen Paddock, 66. And Jason Aldean, 66. And it happened on the Las Vegas Strip, 66. Even without, the connection to the anniversary. Isn't that crazy that the shooter was Stephen Paddock and the guy doing the concert was Jason Aldean? And they both equal 66 in the same cipher as mass shooting. Isn't that crazy? And then Mandalay Bay Hotel is 159, like mass shooting 159 and Reno shooting 159. And shout out to Gematria85, Derek, for this find way back when. He pointed out that it happened 1,001 days after Joe Lombardo became the sheriff. And it happened in Paradise, Nevada, which is 1,001. There it is, Paradise, Nevada. And Derek also found this. This happened on October 1st, day number 274. Day 274 of the year, October 1st, right? Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, 274. The Jesuit motto, We Sus Hominum Salvator 274. And it was the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival. Route 91 happened on the day, leaving 91 days left in the year, and the official name of the Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, 91. And it happened 191 days before Stephen Paddock's birthday, the active shooter, which equals 191, like Society of Jesus, 191, and the guy doing the concert, Jason Aldean, 201, like the Jesuit Order 201, the Las Vegas Strip 201. And here's the Illuminati card game. Here's the Las Vegas card. Jack of Spades, Ace of Spades. This is Jason Aldean's arm. J.A. Jason Aldean. He's got the Jack of Spades and the Ace of Spades. How about that? And it kind of looks like the Jesuit sun logo, like a black hole sun, which is also 201. Fun fact. And Jason Aldean also has the 33, like Masonry 33. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. We get this news today, 61 days from the anniversary of the Jesuits being founded. Casino 61, active shooter 61. We heard from Devin Reese, Reno council member. He's got the 112 and 49, like Catholicism 112, 49. The Jesuits operate in 112 nations. And then Devin Reese is also 50, like Reno Casino 50 and Jesuits 50. Active shooter 191, Society of Jesus 191, Reno 56, Washoe County 56, where it happened, Society of Jesus 56. Reno, Nevada shooting 91, the Society of Jesus 91, like the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival that happened with 91 days left in the year. Nevada shooting 22471, the Society of Jesus 22471. Nevada mass shooting 71, the Society of Jesus 71. Don't forget Catholic 71. The Jesuits serve the Catholic Church. Casino shooting 69, Reno shooting 69, the Jesuit Order 69. Reno, Nevada 54, Jesuit Order 54. Back to the mayor. The mayor is 54 years old right now. And the mayor assumed office on November 12th. That's Arturo Sosa's birthday, the leader of the Jesuits. So it's 107 days before the anniversary of the mayor assuming office and 107 days before Arturo Sosa's birthday, the leader of the Jesuits, and shooting equals 107. So it would also be 258 days after the anniversary of the mayor assuming office and 258 days after Arturo Sosa's birthday when Reno, Nevada mass shooting is 258. And we heard from Reno Police Department Chief Catherine Nance. Catherine Nance, 134. The Jesuits, 134. Back to Mandalay Bay Hotel. It's also 84, like the Jesuit Order, 84. Jesuit, 84. To go with Jason Aldean, 201, like the Jesuit Order, 201. And Nevada became a state October 31st. We get this news 95 days before the anniversary of Nevada becoming a state. Reno casino shooting, 95. And including the end date, 96 days before the anniversary of Nevada becoming a state. Reno, Nevada mass shooting, 96. And again, if anybody wants to help out, very much appreciated. I could really use the help. And thank you to everyone who does support. Very much appreciated. All right, guys. But yeah, I'd say the key points here. Grand Sierra Resort, 209 on the 209th day of the year. The old 44 date numerology. When shooting, gunfire, mass shooter, kill, GSR, and grand, they're all 44. And then Grand Sierra Resort and Casino, 289, 289 days from the mayor's birthday. And then, the whole thing is pretty much key points. But, yeah, we get an active shooting 76 days before the mayor's birthday. When active shooting, Reno mass shooting, they're both 76, And then, a lot of connections to that mayor. 156 days left in the year. The mayor's name equals 156. So, anyways, not going to go through it for a third time, but those are pretty much your key points. I usually start out with the best stuff, but yep, day 209 of the year, Grand Sierra Resort 209. Can you believe it? Anybody have anything in the chat that I missed? The shooting in New York happened on the 33rd floor. Danny says he heard it on the police scanner. Of course, New York equals 33, right? Yeah, New York equals 33. Hey, Lioness Roars. Hey, Betty. I can't believe there's another shooting right now. Yeah, New York equals 666. Suspect dead. Yeah, Bones, yeah. GSR is 222 in reverse Sumerian. Yep. Actually, there was another shooting in New York, yesterday? It's too much to keep up with. At least 3 people shot in separate bloody incidents at New York City Dominican Day Parade. Article at 2:01 a.m. Look. See, 2:01 a.m. Suspect at large after 1 NYPD officer and 2 civilians shot. Oh, man. Man, I don't know what to do, man. I'm so worn out, man. We'll see. I might not do a whole... If I do cover it, it ain't going to be 30 slides like Reno. I mean, we already know it's got the 44 date numerology. 156 days left in the year. Was this in New York City? Because New York is 156. How about that? Was this in New York, New York? Yeah, we'll do a little decoding on the fly. Yeah, active shooter reported in New York City. There you go. 156 days left in the year. New York is 156. You know, the 156 prime number is 9/11. And where was 9/11? New York, New York. Yep, active shooter reported in New York City. There you go. We'll do it live. I'm just looking into it real quick. I mean, I'm sure they're not going to identify the suspect till midnight or tomorrow. So we'll go with what we have. Was it on Park Avenue, Bones? But yeah, I can already tell you, 44 date numerology, shooting 44, 156 days left in the year, New York, 156. Here, I guess if we're going to do this live, we should start writing it down. I can't promise you I'm even going to find anything else, but I'll see what I can find. So we got the 44 and the 156. Somebody said the shooter was on 433. I got to see that in an article. But yeah, New York does equal 33. So we'll start making a list here. Yeah, of course, New York is also 222, like Order Out of Chaos 222. Yes, it is the 33rd floor. Well, that's pretty obvious, right? Keep it coming, guys. We got some good decoders in here. Let me know what you got. Help me out. Take the load off. 345 Park Avenue. Was Park Avenue also 156? Okay, so Park Avenue is 156. So we got the double 156 on the day leaving 156 days left in the year. Maybe I'll just make a short 1-minute video and say, hey, we covered it at the end of the live. I mean, I could do 30 more slides if I wanted, but I mean, we already have enough here for a decode. Maybe it's better this way. I'll show you all this stuff, of course, when I get it all done on the screen. Let me just keep looking. Rifle-toting New York City. Shooter kills NYPD officer, critically injures 2 others before turning gun on himself. Oh, come on. Oh, you guys haven't seen this. The man barged into the 44-story building. Guys, did I not tell you about today in the 44 date numerology? Guys, it was a 40... Go look on the post from New York Post. Oh my goodness. What more do you need? The man barged into the 44-story building. Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. "44 stories." Again, today has 44 date numerology. Wow. Man. Shooting, gunfire, kill, they're all 44. So we got a 44-story building on a day with 44 date numerology. All right. What else we got? Oh, yeah, the New York Post right here. Oh, man, it's got it right in the New York Post article. The suspect barricaded himself inside and was found dead from a gun-inflicted gunshot wound on the 33rd floor. It's done. It's a done deal, man. And then there's the Park Avenue right there. Active shooter at 324 Park Avenue, which is 156, New York, New York. 156 on the day leaving 156 days left in the year. This is all live. I didn't even know there was a shooting in New York till we came on. And we put all that together live in like 10 minutes. Wow. And people don't think the news is scripted and coded. The suspect barricaded himself inside and was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound on the 33rd floor. Oh my goodness. So what should I do with this? Like, I'll put out a video that says New York shooting decoded and tell them to go watch the end of this live stream, and then maybe put some slides together for if the guy's name is coded. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do anymore, man. Instead of 47 watching, we should have 4,700 watching, but that'll never happen. I mean, that's pretty pretty wild. 33rd floor, when New York equals 33. We got Park Avenue. Man. I think we're hitting all the key points here. Okay, so we definitely want to leave up that article. And guys, please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. Were there other 33s with New York? Or is it just New York? I don't know. Might just be New York. But yeah, let me show you that. Here, let me show you what I got here so far. So it happened in New York City, which is New York, New York, right? So we just saw that it was on, he took himself out on the 33rd floor. New York, 33. And of course, Masonry is 33. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. Then let me show you the 156s here. Of course, New York shooting, 187, like Society of Jesus, like Bones mentioned. New York shooting also 83, like murder, but that's whatever. Retitle the video. Yeah, I don't normally do that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. I'll just put a New York in front of it. New York and Reno casino shootings. Keep helping me out here, guys. You're doing great. I appreciate the help. See, there's 156 days left in the year. Happened on Park Avenue, 156, in New York, New York, 156. How about that? And again, the 156 prime is 9/11. And where did 9/11 happen? In New York, New York, right? All right, let's see what else we can find here. But I mean, that's already enough. 44-story building. Oh yeah, thank you, Bones. Yeah, police officer was shot. Police equals 33. There you go. No, it was the article says 33rd floor. But yeah, of course, police equals 33. That's definitely worth mentioning since he shot a police officer, right? And you know what's 44? Officer is 44. See? Officer, like shooting and gunfire in the 44-story building. So yeah, officer 44. And police equals 33. It's as easy as ABC 1, 2, 3, y'all. Yeah, Gene, I think you're right. I probably will try to change the title. Let me show you the picture of the suspect. Yeah, there he is there. And where does it say 44? Yeah, the man barged into the 44-story building. And of course, you got officer 44, gunfire and shooting 44, the word kill 44. And then police 33, masonry 33, New York 33. And he took himself out on the 33rd floor. Right there. The suspect barricaded himself and was found dead from a gun-inflicted gunshot wound on the 33rd floor. Wow. Yeah, and at the NFL headquarters, allegedly. Lioness Roars and Gene, I got 45 days on that. I didn't see the 44, I saw 45. Might want to double check. I didn't include today. I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm still getting 45 days. That's not including the end date. Including the end date, I'd get 46. Today is Monday, July 28th, right? Alright, let's see what else we can find here. I only read 2 articles. I gotta keep going. Hey, Mom. Love you too. My mom's in the chat. Alright, guys, what else can we find? We got the big 44 connection, the 156, and the 33. What else can we find here? Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. Saved by the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's Ike D. Mel. There's J. LR Investigates, and Agenda Free TV. They're usually like the first on top of things, so I'm subscribed to all them. They get stuff out quick. And not that I'm envious or jealous of them, but it does blow my mind that we're like decoding the news live and we get like 40 views. They just cover the news, they just play it, and they get thousands and thousands, I'm pretty sure all of them have over 100,000 subs, and they get thousands in their lives, and they're just watching the news. But I guess that's more entertaining. Probably not as important, but oh well. But I do like those guys. All three of them. They seem like decent people. You guys got anything else? Of course, New York does equal 666 also. And then New York is also 222, like order out of chaos. Much love, Katie. My wife's in the chat. All right, let's open up some more articles here. Here, let's go through all the main articles that I normally read. So we'll do we'll start with CNN. I do CNN, Fox. Well, you'll hear them as we go through. Let's start with CNN. I'm just going to go through all the articles and see if anything stands out on top of what we already have. But I think we got enough there already. So yeah, I'll probably change the title, and then I will put out a short video and tell people to make sure they watch the end of this. Yep, definitely located on Park Avenue. The 156, like New York, 156. 156 days left in the year. All right, so we did CNN. Let's go to Fox. Fox News says at least 6 people were shot. Yep, 33rd floor, man. I mean, come on now. 44-story building. When gunfire, shooting, officer, killed, they're all 44. And then he takes himself out on the 33rd floor when police is 33, New York 33, and masonry 33. I mean, that's insane. I don't know how they get away with it. I mean, I have a few ideas. Censorship, fluoride, mind control, Satan. Alright, let's check CBS. Only so much I can do in one day. I still got to eat something. But I'll hang out for a little bit here. I'm glad we decided to look into it, because if you go back earlier in the stream, I'm like, I'm so tired and worn out, I'm probably going to skip it. And then we started looking into it. I'm glad we didn't skip it. It is 38 days before the NFL season opener, considering this. They say this is at a NFL headquarters. We had death, murder, killing, 38. So it's interesting. But yeah, it says this was inside Blackstone NFL headquarters. All right, let's read this CBS article. It wouldn't take, just with the information, the 33, the 156, and the 44, it wouldn't take me long to put those slides together. Maybe I'll put them together and put out a short video. I don't know. Let's check out ABC. ABC says 2-shot. Fox News said 6-shot. I don't know, I'd probably get more views if I just told people to come watch this video. I don't know. Gotta figure out what to do. Hey, Cozy, much love, good to see you. Alright, let's check out NBC, then ABC. FBI is on the scene in New York. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find much more on the fly here. All right, Bones. But yeah, I mean, that's the 44 and the 33 and the 156. That's it right there. All right, Cozy, will do. New York Police Commissioner posted the shooter has been neutralized. This headline puts the 33 right in the headline. New York City shooter found dead on the 33rd floor of Park Avenue. Yeah, I doubt they'll even release his name. Well, it could happen before midnight, but probably not. Shoot, by the time I get done with this, they might announce the name of the Reno, Nevada shooter. That's what we were waiting for. Let me make sure they didn't release his name yet. According to CNN, he's still yet to be publicly identified. They said that, Lioness Roars? How do they know that already? They know where the New York shooter's from? Mayor Adams gave a statement. He was 27 years old. Are you guys hearing that on agenda-free TV. Of course, ritual equals 27, but I can't confirm that yet. I'm just hearing it from you guys. Or you heard it on CNN? Alright, I should probably wrap this up and put out my slides. I'll probably do some quick slides on the 44, the 156, and the 33. I guess. It shouldn't take me too long to put that together. Just check a few more things here. Before you know it, there'll be another big news story and everyone will forget all about this one. That's how it goes. Now that this happened, people already forget about Reno. 3 dead, 1 injured. Fox News said 6 people were shot, so who knows? Well, today was a long day and it's still not over. We're still going to have to get the names. Good night, Mom. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. You going to bed early? It's only 8:30. You got the name? How'd they get the name so quick? Is that correct? I'll have to read that. Shane Tamura. Is that the correct spelling? Oh, well, if that's the correct spelling, then wow. You guys are saying Shane Tamura. Where are you getting that from? Is that on CNN? Spelled like that? Let me know, guys, where are you getting that? Because if that's his name, then it's pretty coded. Here, give me a second. I'm going to go in the other room. I'm going to put CNN on. Hold on. I'll be back in a second. All right, my wife's in there watching it. She's going to let me know the confirmation. It did say 27-year-old from Las Vegas. And of course, that's in Nevada. We had the shooting in Nevada today, which we connected to the Mandalay Bay hotel shooting in Vegas. He is 27 years old, like Ritual is 27. And if his name is really Shane Tamura with that spelling, well, that's going to confirm everything I've been talking about the whole video. Well, half the video. Just waiting for the confirmation. They're not saying his name. Well, keep waiting. Where did you guys hear that name? Did you hear it on CNN? Did you see the spelling? Obviously, there's no articles about it with that name. But I'll wait around. We'll wait for that confirmation. Precious Blood of Jesus Christ and Lioness Roars. You guys both told me his name. Where did you hear that from? That's what I'm wondering. Where did you hear the name? Bone says, Joseph, I have a screenshot of a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police concealed carry permit for Shane Tamura. Yeah, how do you spell it? I'm not going to show you guys a spelling that's wrong, obviously. Check New York Post. Tamara. Well, that's going to be different then, I think. Lioness, you're spelling it different than the way other people are spelling it. Tamara. Shane Tamara. Yeah, you gave me the wrong spelling, Lioness Roars. It's alright though, thanks for letting me know his name. I'm not sure if it equals anything, I haven't looked it up yet. Nah, not much. Dang. Yeah, I see the Trump connection, but I'm not going there with it. Alright, so not much on his name. Now, you said, Bones, what did you find? Shane D. Tamura? Now that comes up with something interesting. You said you have a picture of that, Bones? Yeah, I don't know where you got that spelling, Lioness Roars. Unless the New York Post is spelling his name wrong. Oh, here it is. Is this him? Shane D. Tamara? Shane D. Tamara. Yeah, that's got the 44. And the same cipher as shooting. Las Vegas, is this what you guys are talking about? Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department concealed firearms permit? Issued 6/14. That's Trump's birthday. Shane D. Tamara. I mean, that's got to be him, right? Because they said he's from Vegas. Well, maybe there is a Trump connection. Trump with the New York connection, right? It looks like Bones is on top of it. Because Shane D. Tamara is 44. Like the 44 date numerology and the 44-story building. And the same officer as shooting, gunfire, officer, they're all 44. Like Shane D. Tamara. And then NYPD officer, 176. And then Shane Tamara, 176. Donald J. Trump, 176. Interesting. I wasn't going to make the Trump connection, but the date on this card is Trump's birthday. See that? Issued 6/14. Shane D. Tamara. That's got to be him because they said he's from Vegas. All right, wow. Yeah, Trump's birthday. Did they show that on TV, guys? That permit I'm talking about? Or did you guys find that online like I'm finding it? Well, this is deep. So was he a police officer? Yeah, 2022, 222. So he was a police officer? 6/14/2022. Looks like another incident potentially connected to Trump here. Oh, is it really? Is it 44 days from Trump's birthday? What? Oh, man. Well, if that's really his card there with the June 14th, it's 44 days from June 14th, guys. And the name on the card, Shane D. Tamara, equals 44. And the 44-story building on the 44 date numerology, when shooting 44, officer 44, gunfire 44, and kill 44. What the heck? It's 44 days from Trump's birthday? Well, that's wild. And Trump's from New York, obviously. And so this guy's from Nevada, and we had a shooting in Nevada, which is the whole reason I'm live right now. Yep, we talked about that. He went down on the 33rd floor. When New York is 33 and police 33. So it is 44 days after Trump's birthday. Wow, this is getting crazy. Well, let's go ahead and add his name to the 44 list. Shane D. Tamura, 44. This is wild, man. I'm glad we stuck around to get his name. I can't believe they got it out so fast. Yeah, Cozy in New York equals 666. So that means it's 322 days before Trump's birthday. 322 Skull and Bones. And didn't we have a 76? Active shooting 76, like Donald John Trump, 76 in that cipher. Skull and Bones 76. And I got a couple options how I can do this. I could make some slides, which I probably need to do anyway. I could just run through everything and clip it and post it as a video, or I could leave the stuff on my computer and just record it when I get done. I don't know. It's almost 9 o'clock now. Still haven't eaten. This is ridiculous, man. Or I don't even have to make a second video. I could just leave it alone and just retitle this video. Tell people to watch the end. It's another option. Of course, Tamara equals 88. Oh, man. See, this is starting to be too many slides to make here. Of course, Trump equals 88, guys. Tamara equals 88 like Trump, guys. Oh, my goodness. Did you guys catch that one? I'm going to have to pull up the 88 list. Oh my goodness. So what do I do here? This is going to take me hours to put it all together. Man. Tamura, 88 like Trump. I guess I should pull up the 88 list with Trump. I see everyone on Facebook's talking about it. Man, I don't know how to do this now. For me to put out a full decode on this with slides is going to take me hours. I don't know what to do here, man. It was one thing to put out a short video on just the 44, the 156, and the 33. Well, I'm going to have to mention the 44 days from Trump's birthday. Oh, man. I don't know, man. We already have his name, right? So if we already have his name, do I really need to make a part 2? Could this just be my decode here? I don't want to put more work on myself than necessary. I can always make slides to share on social media and community posts, but if I'm covering it all right now live, do I really need to put out a separate video when we're doing it all live? I don't think I will. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to retitle this video. Yeah, why put all that added work and pressure on myself when we're doing it live right now? That would be silly. I'm going to retitle this video. I'm going to make a separate video and title it New York Shooting, and then I'm going to tell people to come watch this. There's no reason to spend the next 2-3 hours putting together slides so I can put out a part 2 at midnight. Plus, more people watch the live streams anyways, so. Yeah. I'm just going to retitle this video and tell people to come watch this. It's all right here. If I do make slides, it ain't going to be all done by tonight. But yeah, if that's really his card there, which I assume it is, unless that's some fake card that was made, there's definitely a Trump connection. Yeah, NYPD Officer 176, Shane Tamura 176, Donald J. Trump 176. The officer that passed was from the 47th precinct. I do remember reading that. Wow. Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh, now it says he killed 5 people? Yep. Got Shane Tamura, 44-story building. 33rd floor. And then where was the 47th precinct? I did read that earlier. Of course, Trump equals 47 and Trump is number 40. There it is. It's all in the New York Post article. The officer who was killed was from the 47th precinct. Okay. All right, this is 100% connected to Trump. Wow. And it's I got 44 watching. It's 44 days from Trump's birthday. All right, you guys know I've been telling you guys for a long time they're going to take out Trump soon. Man, this is deep, man. You don't always need slides, you know. I'm so used to doing the slides, but it's not always necessary when you're typing it out live, right? I mean, literally the date on his card says June 14th. What I'm doing, I'm getting everything ready because eventually I'm going to turn this around and show you guys everything. Donald J. Trump. Man, they just never stop, do they, man? NYPD officer. Shane. How do you spell it again? Tamura. I'm pretty sure Shane equals 2. Oh, looks like we disconnected for a minute. Am I back? I think I lost you for a second. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm on Eastern time. What other Trump connections do we have here? Active shooting equals Donald John Trump. And Skull and Bones, and it's 322 days before Trump's birthday. Also, he's got the 68, right? Shane Tamura, 68. Donald J. Trump, 68. Donald John Trump, 68. Trump assassination, 68. Man, this is crazy, man. Might have to turn the air on here. It's getting kind of warm. Hey, El Paculi, good to see you. Hold on. Manhattan is also 29, like Trump is 29. And we've reached 2 hours now. Man, this is not the way I would have planned it, but you can't plan these things. Manhattan 29 like Trump. Yep, we got the 156. New York, 156. Park Avenue, 156 with 156 days left in the year. 156 prime, 9/11. Man, oh man, this is deep. The officer from the 47th precinct. Man, that's crazy. Do I have Trump 47 up here? Yeah. If you don't make slides and it's harder to share the details, yeah, I know. But if I do make slides, it's going to take me literally all night. And I've already been working literally all day without a break. What else did I want to look up? Oh. Too bad I only got 39 watching. Oh well. What can you do? Yep, Manhattan, New York, 68. Thank you, El Paculi. Like Trump assassination. And Donald John Trump. Shane's got the 47 and the 88 too. Yep, and then Shane is 222 also. Man, this is crazy, man. Oh, we're doing it all live. I could also potentially end this stream and come back and recap it, but maybe I should do that. End the stream and then come back and do a 30-minute stream? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to turn Kingdom. I'm going to turn it around. I'm getting it all prepared for you guys. I might even do that, man. That might be the quickest thing to do. After I run through it all. I don't know, man. This is so hard to decide what to do. Wow, and it's 6 months, 8 days since Trump's been in office. Oh my goodness. And it's 27 weeks exactly when the shooter's 27 years old. I don't know, but then I feel if I come back live, no one's going to watch this video. Look at that. 27 weeks. Shooter's 27. Now, I don't want to recap tomorrow because I don't like things hanging over my head. I like to get it done and feel... That way when I put my head on the pillow at night, I don't got to think about what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Where's my list? The gunman screamed "Free Palestine," really? So they're going there with it? Wow. So Shane equals Trump, too. Oh my goodness, man. Alright, I gotta stop complaining. You guys don't want to hear that. I'm just beat down, man. And then Shane is 222 in Satanic. Like New York, New York is 222. And Trump is 222. And Trump just won the election 222 days from his birthday. New York, New York, 222. Yep, we got Tamura 88. If you're wondering why are we connecting it to Trump, the date on his badge is Trump's birthday. And I guess I got to bring up the 68s with Trump. Kimberly Cheadle, shelf formation. Yep, we got that, Gene. 44 days from Trump's birthday. And 322 days before his birthday. And he's from Nevada, huh? Or Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada, 133 like president. And Nevada does equal 47. Man. You know what my slides might be on this? Taking screenshots of the video. You know, there was a time, I think last year, maybe the year before, I debated stopping doing the slides and just typing it out live. Oh, great. My computer's dying. Okay, let's just go with what we got, man. This is crazy, and if I start sweating, I'm gonna have to turn the air on. All right, where do we even start with this, man? I guess we should start with the New York Post article. Man. All right, guys, grab your popcorn and let me know if I miss anything. Here, I'm going to wait till the 2 hour, 17 minute mark. That way I can tell people where to go. Go start the video at the 2 hour, 17 minute mark. Okay, rifle-toting New York City shooter Shane Tamura kills 5, including NYPD officer. Injures 6 before turning gun on himself. Okay. Let's start with the 44. Shane Tamura barged into a 44-story building So you got a 44-story building, and today has 44 date numerology. 7 plus 28 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 44. And his name is Shane D. Tamura, 44, shooting 44, gunfire 44, officer 44. And let me show you his card. Where is it? I got so many tabs open. Here it is. Shane D. Tamura. And look at the date issued. Trump's birthday, June 14th. It's 44 days from Trump's birthday today. Of course, I don't have these in the correct order. But yeah, Shane D. Tamura, 44, like shooting, gunfire, and officer, with the 44-story building on the 44 date numerology. And you see the June 14th there? It's 44 days from June 14th, Trump's birthday. How about that? Okay, so there's your 44s, and also I gotta type in kill is also 44. And then I guess we should stick with the Trump connection before moving to the 33s. But how about that, guys? Just right off the bat. 44-story building on a day with 44 date numerology. Shane D. Tamura, 44, shooting 44, gunfire 44, officer 44, kill 44. And here's his card. Trump's birthday on it, 6/14, and it's 44 days from Trump's birthday, 6/14. And of course, Trump is from New York, and this happens in New York. So there's your 44 connection. Let's see if I can fly through some of these. The officer was from the 47th precinct. Right here. The officer who was killed was from the 47th precinct. And of course, Trump equals 47. Trump is number 47. There you go. Trump equals 47. He's number 47. And the guy's name, Shane, equals 47. And he's from Nevada, which equals 47. And then Shane is also 222. I guess I got to show you New York. New York is 222. Like Trump is 222. Trump won the election 222 days from his birthday. The first U.S. case of COVID 222 days from Trump's birthday. Declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. And of course, Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday. So you got the 222, New York, New York, 222, Shane 222, Trump 222. We cover the 47 precinct. Shane Tamura 176, NYPD officer 176, Donald J. Trump 176. Active shooting 76, Donald John Trump 76, Skull and Bones 76. And it's 322 days before Trump's birthday. The number of Skull and Bones. There you go. And that's the date on his card, June 14th. And then Shane is 478825, like Trump is 478825. The shooter's 27 years old. It's 27 weeks after Trump took office. Ritual equals 27. Manhattan 29, Trump 29. Tamura 88, Trump 88, and Shane 88. Let's go through the list of 88s here. Trump was allegedly hit in Butler 88 months after the Snoop Dogg video Lavender came out. The would-be assassin, Thomas Crooks, his birthday 9/20/03. That's the 8,888th prime number. Donnie Darko, set in the year 88. They got to reach the numbers on Donnie's arm. Donnie Darko, set in the year 88, and the numbers on Donnie's arm add up to 88. The guy who plays Donald J. Darko is Jacob Benjamin Gyllenhaal, which equals 88. And Rabbit gets shot in that movie. The guy who plays Frank the Rabbit was born 88 days from Trump's birthday. Frank equals Donald, and 3 ciphers. Rabbit equals Trump. And then I Pet Goat 2, you have the rabbit with the bullet hole in the upper right ear. That movie takes place in Middlesex, which is 888, like Mar-a-Lago 88, Donald J. Trump 888. COVID declared a pandemic 888 days after the calm before the storm statement from Trump. The art of the deal 888. Back to the Future Biff represents Trump. They got to reach 88 miles per hour. The raid on Mar-a-Lago August 8th, 88. Trump's number to text 88022. And Trump just installed the 88-foot-tall flagpoles at the White House, where he was talking about $88 billion in tariffs. So you guys know the 88 big with Trump. And Tamura is 88. His last name and his first name is 88. Shane. Let me find it again. Shane, 88. Okay, so before we get to the 33 and the 156, I think I need to cover the 68s now. Can you guys believe this, Decode? I don't think I'm going to come back live. I think I'm going to tell people to come watch this. Okay. How's my battery here? 13%. I think we're okay for now. Okay, so Shane Tamura, 68. Donald J. Trump, 68. It's 6 months and 8 days after he assumed office. Donald John Trump, 68. Trump assassination, 68. Manhattan, New York, 68. And I've been talking about this number a lot. Remember, we had the Minnesota lawmaker killed on Trump's birthday, the day of the No Kings protest, 68. Minnesota lawmaker, 68. On Trump's birthday, 68. We had the 86-47 shell formation from Comey, shell formation, 68. Butler shooting, 68. Kimberly Cheadle, 68. Mar-a-Lago, 68. The Apprentice, 68. Thomas Crook, 68. The would-be assassin. Donald J. Trump, 68. And hold on. Remember, Trump was indicted on 6/8. Indicted 68, June 8th. Remember, rally shooting equals 68, and I believe that was 6 months and 8 days before the inauguration. Let's see, it was June 13th, or July 13th. Inauguration 120. So Butler, including the end date, was 6 months, 8 days from the inauguration of Trump. Rally shooting 68. Thomas Crook 68. Right? Blamed it on Kimberly Cheadle 68. Remember, it was 666 days after Kimberly Cheadle assumed office. And then remember, Robert De Niro was outside the hush money trial, and he was in Taxi Driver, which led to the attempt on Ronald Reagan. Make America Great Again came from Reagan. Taxi Driver 68. He tried to take out Charles Palantine 68. Then here's the scene here with Charles Palantine. He got the 88 in the crowd. We just went over all the 88s with Trump. And then Robert De Niro is also in Machete, where he plays a politician a lot like Trump. And in Machete, he talks about 68 cents where a sniper is involved on the roof. And Senator McLaughlin giving a speech about border security and immigration like Trump. He says, let me tell you what change that'll bring, 68 cents. And then Senator John McLaughlin, 95, 112, like President Donald Trump. So there's your 68s. Remember, we had Travis Keith Lang, 68, make the threats against Trump. 47 years old, like Trump. I'm not going to go through all the 248s for the sake of time. Yeah, here's Kimberly Cheadle again. Trump was shot allegedly 666 days after she assumed office. But yeah, that's pretty much all I need to tell you there. I mean, I could go deeper, but here, let me show you the 1086 while we're at it. Don't forget the Trump shooting was on the 195th day of the year. Trump shooting 195, Corey Comparator 195. They use symbolism from Revelation 13:3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. That verse equals 1086. Crooks was exactly 1086 weeks and 0 days old. Thomas M. Crooks, 1086. Gunshot wound, 1086. The president, 1086. And here, let's see if I can pull up the 195s. Remember, Trump was also shot 48 weeks before his birthday. Trump shot 48. Donald Trump, 48. Here it is. Trump was shot 48 weeks before his birthday. Trump shot 48. Donald Trump, 48. Trump rally, 48. 195th day of the year. When Trump shooting 195, Corey Comparator 195. Then you had Ronald Lee Sivrud make threats against Trump. Ronald Lee Sivrud 195. So there's your 195, your 48, your 68, your 1086, and the 666 days from Kimberly Cheadle. So I think that's it for Trump. That's a lot of connections to Trump, with the biggest one being this guy's card here, Shane D. Tamura, issued on Trump's birthday. Shane D. Tamura, 44, shooting 44, gunfire 44, officer 44, kill 44 on a day with 44 date numerology in the 44-story building and 44 days from Trump's birthday. Are you kidding me? Absolutely undeniable and unbelievable. All credit to God for the wisdom. And now for the 156s. This happened on Park Avenue, 156 in New York, New York, 156, on the day leaving 156 days left in the year. Are you kidding me? And I think all we have left is the 33. It does say right there, he yelled, "Free Palestine." All right, what does it say here? It says, meanwhile, two apparent protesters, including one, yelled, "Free Palestine. I'm not the shooter." Okay, so I don't know if he yelled it, but it's part of the story. And I'm sure there's even more, guys. I don't know how much more I'm going to dig into this, or if I'm even going to make slides, or just leave it at this. I don't know. We'll see. But it says here, the suspect barricaded himself inside and was discovered dead from a gun-inflicted gunshot wound on the 33rd floor. Can you believe it, man? On the 33rd floor, when he shot a police officer. Police 33, Masonry 33, the highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. And where's New York? Where is it? Of course, New York equals 33, guys. It's here somewhere. Unless we got rid of it on accident. There it is. New York equals 33. Can you believe it, guys? He took himself out on the 33rd floor. New York, 33. Police, 33. Masonry, 33. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. Shane D. Tamara, 44. On the 44-story building. On the 44 date numerology. Shooting, gunfire, officer killed. They're all 44. And his card issued on Trump's birthday, 6/14, and it's 44 days from Trump's birthday, who's from New York. I'm on 8%. I better plug in. But yeah, I got the New York Post right here. They can change the numbers after the fact if they want, but it's been the 33rd floor, this whole decode. Once I started looking into it, here's the New York Post right here, 33rd floor. Yeah, don't be surprised if they try to muddy the waters and change it now. Let me turn this around. I think I got it all, guys. Did we got the 176 too? Let's see. We got the 33. We got the 44s. By the way, we talked about the 156, right? 156 days left in the year. Park Avenue, 156. New York, New York, 156. 156 days left in the year. The 156 prime number is 9/11. Pretty sure we got it all, guys. I'll definitely make a few slides for the community post, but I don't know if I'm going to sit here and make 30 slides when I just covered it live. It seems kind of, more work than necessary. Did I talk? I don't know if I covered the 27 weeks after Trump took office, when the suspect is 27 years old and Ritual is 27. I think we covered everything else, guys. The officer from the did I cover that? The officer from the 47th precinct? I think I did. Trump equals 47. Trump's number 47. Shane equals 47. And he's from Nevada, allegedly, which equals 47. Wow. But yeah, can you believe it, man? I can't believe, I would say the key points here, he's got that June 14th. He's got the June 14th on his card, Trump's birthday. 44 days from Trump's birthday in the 44-story building with the 44 date numerology. Shane D. Tamura like it's written on the card. Shane D. Tamura, 44, like shooting, gunfire, officer, and kill, they're all 44. And then you got the 156 days left in the year, Park Avenue, 156, New York, 156, the 156 prime, 9/11, where New York happened, or when it happened, 9/11. And then he took himself out on 433 when New York is 33. And officer 33, masonry 33, the highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. I think I got it all in there, guys. And by the way, that was all live on the fly. When I started this video, I didn't even know there was a shooting in New York. And I was saying I'm so worn out, I'm probably not even going to look into it. There you go. All credit to God. Before my computer dies, let me go ahead and unplug my fan, plug in the charger, make sure we didn't miss anything. Hold on. What do you guys think? Not too bad for on the fly, huh? And what do we start that at the 217 mark? Yeah, when you write out 666, it equals 156. And by the way, New York equals 666. I didn't show that. I said it, but I didn't show it. Whew, what a long day, man. Do you guys have anything that I missed? Thank you, Gene Spliced. And thank you, everyone, for your help. Gene, El Paculi, Bones, Lioness Roars, everybody who left a comment. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the title of this video, and then I'm going to put out a short video and tell people to start, if they want just the quick recap. I recommend you watch this whole video, but if you just want the quick recap, start at 2 hours, 17 minutes. But of course, New York is also 666. Are you guys okay with that? You won't be, you guys won't be let down or disappointed if I just do, if I skip the slides on this one. And what I'm probably going to do is leave all these tabs up just in case. I can come back to it later. Or I might just put out a part 2. If there's something else that comes out, I might put out a part 2. Say, hey, go watch part 1. I'm only human, guys. There's only so much I can do in one day. I've been working for all day. Since I got up, I finished putting together the... By the way, this is my second live stream. We covered the Walmart stabbing earlier. I got up, finished that, and put that out. And then Reno shooting happened. And then when we were live, we got this. And now we've been live for almost 3 hours. Yep, we just talked about the 33 fours. Yep. Maybe put the time for the New York decode in the pinned post. Yeah, great idea, Gene Spliced. I'll do that. But yeah, I should definitely change the title, which I haven't done in like years. I haven't changed the title, but it should work. No problem, I guess. All right, guys, is there anything else? I'm sure there's even more, but, you know, the 44, the 33, the 156, he's got the 88 connection. I wasn't even going to make the Trump connection until I saw that date on his card. That's crazy. June 14th, right there. Bones was on top of it before me. I don't know if Bones saw that, June 14th. Oh, okay, they got that picture in the New York Post article, so it is confirmed. It is confirmed. That is his card. There it is. Boom. Money shot. Look, this is New York Post with that card, so that is accurate. That is factual. Oh, I don't think I even mentioned. I mean, I mentioned it, but I didn't show you. Wasn't it Las Vegas, Nevada? Was 133 like president? Las Vegas, Nevada, 133 like president. I'm sure you guys want to see that, probably. White House 133. Government 133. And President 133. And remember, the other shooting today was in Nevada. That's what we started with. Of course, president is also 47, to go with Trump 47 and the officer from the 47 precinct. But here you go. Here's your 133. He's from Las Vegas, Nevada, 133. President 133, and here it is. Look, this is on New York Post. There's the card right there. Whoops. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Shane D. Tamura at 44 in Trump's birthday. 44 days from Trump's birthday, June 14th. So, yep, that was all accurate. Unbelievable. Let me just look something else up real quick. Does anybody have anything that I'm missing? Bones, Gene Spliced, Alpha Cooley, you guys are great decoders. Let me know if I'm missing anything. Hey, Todd. Hold on. Seriously? Is that correct? I just typed in what was on his card. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is 159, like Donald Trump 159, and 201. You guys know we just had all the 201s, the Jesuit Order 201. Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner. You add their names together, it equals 201. You add their ages together, 76, 71, 54, it equals 201. And then they individually had all the 201 connections. Like Hulk Hogan started wrestling when the U.S. was 201 years old. He was 201 centimeters tall. And his restaurant name, I think it was Hogan's Hangout, equaled 201. And Ozzy Osbourne equals 201. And all the 201s with Ozzy. And then Malcolm Jamal Warner died on the 201st day of the year, and there were 201 original episodes of The Cosby Show. My goodness, man. So Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department equals 159 like Donald Trump. Big number that we've talked about a lot with Trump. Wow, it just keeps going, man. I hope I'm spelling this right. You guys got to hit the like button. Hit the like, hit the share, leave a comment when I get done. Do whatever you can. Yep, Gene. All the names and the ages. Add up their ages, you got 201. Add up their names, you got 201. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, 159 and 201. Donald Trump, 159. You can tell I'm starting to get sweaty without the fan on. We're almost done here, guys. Yep, New York, 666. All right, here's what I'm looking for. What a day, man. What a day. All right, so back to the guy's card with Trump's birthday on it. See, there's his birthday, June 14th. Here you go. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, 159, and the 201, like the Jesuit Order 201. But anyways, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, 159, Donald Trump, 159. And of course, Trump had the indictment on June 8th, the 159th day of the year, when Donald Trump, 159, indictment 159. And then they had the indictment for the insurrection. That came 159 days before the anniversary of the insurrection, when insurrection, indictment, and Donald Trump are 159. And then back to this one, that was on the 159th day of the year. That was on June 8th, right? And I brought that up when I was going through the 68s. We find the 68s again. Remember Shane Tamura, 68, Donald J. Trump, 68, Manhattan, New York, 68, Trump assassination, 68, Donald John Trump, 68. We went through all the list of the 68s, right? So even more confirmation that the 68 is big with Trump. He got indicted on June 8th, 6-8. Donald J. Trump, 68, Donald John Trump, 68. And that was for the classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago, 68, indicted 68 on 6-8, right? And then we covered the 159. So that 6-8 indictment, it was on the day leaving 206 days left in the year. Donald Trump indicted 206, Trump indictment 206. Then he got indicted for the hush money 206 days before Alvin Bragg's birthday, when Donald Trump indicted 206, Trump indictment 206. And the hush money indictment was on the 89th day of the year. Donald Trump indicted 89, Trump indictment 89. Do you think this stuff is all a coincidence? And the hush money trial began 177 days after Alvin Bragg's birthday, when Alvin Bragg is 177 and Stormy Daniels is 177. Like New World Order and the Jesuit Order. And speaking of Manhattan in 29, the hush money trial started 29 days after Stormy's birthday, when Stormy 29, Manhattan 29, Trump 29. And then we had Jack Smith, a.k.a. John Lumen Smith. He dropped the election subversion and classified documents cases against Donald Trump 201 days before Trump's birthday, when John Lumen Smith 201, the Jesuit Order 201, classified documents 201. There's so much I could say, guys. Donald Trump, perfect match to indictment. Here, let me show you the 133 connection. Government 133, White House 133, and his card says Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. That'd be Las Vegas, Nevada, obviously. So Las Vegas, Nevada 133, like White House, government, and of course President 133. But I think we've covered it all, man. But yeah, I'd say the key points, man. The guy's card with Trump's birthday on it and his name on the card, Shane D. Tamura, 44. Like shooting 44, gunfire 44, officer 44, kill 44 on a day with 44 date numerology and a 44-story building. 44 days from Trump's birthday, when that's the date on the card that says Shane D. Tamura, 44. That's so big, man. So big. Then all the connections to Trump, who's from New York, right? I think I covered the 176, right? The officer from the 47th precinct, when Trump's number 47, Trump equals 47. Shane Tamura, 176, NYPD officer, 176, Donald J. Trump, 176. All the Trump connections. And then 156 days left in the year. And it happens on Park Avenue, 156, New York, New York, 156. Right? I literally got 30 tabs open here. Just want to make sure that's right. Yeah, 156 days left in the year. Park Avenue, 156. New York, New York, 156. And he takes himself out on the 33rd floor. New York, 33. Officer, or police. Police, 33. Masonry, 33. The highest degree of the Scottish Rite, the 33rd degree. All about the 44, man. 44-story building on 44 date numerology, 44 days from Trump's birthday, with Trump's birthday on the card that says Shane D. Tamura, 44, shooting 44, gunfire 44, officer 44, kill 44. Wow. Yeah, if I got to do a part 2, I don't think I'll be recapping all this. This is going to be one of them rare times where I'm just going to skip all the slides. I'll do a couple slides for the community post. But no, if there's going to be a part 2 on this or Reno, I'm just going to say go watch the live for part 1. Yeah. and then we'll just move on to the next story, whatever that's going to be. Wow, because this is 3 hours. That's too much to recap. All right, man. Is it time to hop off of here? I think we got it all in there. And even if I missed anything, the shooting was on 5th Avenue. Trump Towers on 5th Avenue. That's a great addition, Bones. If that's true. I assume it is. You're a smart guy. But yeah. I think that's it, guys. I mean, what do you think? Not bad on the fly, huh? I can't. So if we started at 2:17, that means it took 40 minutes to go through just the Trump stuff. That's just to talk about. Imagine making all the slides and repeating. It's just, they'll have to come watch the live stream. That's all there is to it. All right, guys, let me know before we end it. I'm sure there's going to be even more, but yep, Shane Tamura. They already got it on Wikipedia. Yeah, guys, please leave a comment when I get done. Hit the like, hit the share. Share this everywhere you can. It's been a while since I've been live over 3 hours. Well, that's interesting. His full name, Shane Devon Tamura, has that 1086. Like the whole verse, Revelation 13:3 equaled 1086, and Thomas Crooks was exactly 1086 weeks and 0 days old. So that's interesting. They got his full name on Wikipedia. How'd they get that information out so quick, man? Remember the whole verse, Revelation 13:3. 13:3, right? Like Las Vegas, Nevada is 133. I'll have to show you his full name before we hop off here. Here, I got to pull up the Crooks again. The 1086. But yeah, his full name has the 1086. Not the first time we've talked about that number with Trump. Yeah, Donald John Trump Sr., 222, to go with New York, 222, and Shane, 222, and Trump, 222, and Trump Organization, 222. There was a 222-page lawsuit where Trump took the stand 222 days from his birthday. You guys know all the 222s with Trump. So unless they change the spelling of his name, but let me see if any articles have that too. Shane Devon Tamura. Yep. Yep. Newsweek. Right there, 14 minutes ago. Shane Devon Tamura. All right, one more time. So you hear from Newsweek, Shane Devon Tamura, and then Wikipedia, Shane Devon Tamura. That equals 1,086. And what's crazy, we didn't even know that. We just knew the middle initial that was on the card. We had Shane D. Tamura with Trump's birthday on the card. Shane D. Tamura, 44, shooting, gunfire, officer killed. They're all 44 with the 44-story building on the 44 date numerology. Just happens to be 44 days from Trump's birthday. My goodness. But we were going through the list of connections to Trump, and we talked about the 1,086. Now look at that. I mean, come on, guys. What a confirmation. Let this go viral, bro. Shane Devon Tamura, 1,086. Did I not just bring up that number? That the verse, Revelation 13:3, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. 1,086, and Crooks was exactly 1,086 weeks and 0 days old. Thomas M. Crooks, 1,086. The president, 1,086. Gunshot wound, 1,086. So we just talked about that. And you're telling me this guy's name equals 1,086? And what verse is that we're talking about? Revelation 13:3, like 133. Didn't I just show you the guy is from Las Vegas, Nevada? 133, like White House, government, and president, 133. How about that for the confirmation on the way out? He's got the 1,086, guys. Like Revelation 13:3 is 1,086, and Crooks is 1,086 weeks old. This is 1,000% connected to Donald Trump. And for the record, see this post of mine from 2022? I've been talking about 1,086 for a while. Remember when CERN went full power with the Large Hadron Collider, July 5th, 2022? That was 1,086 weeks after 9/11. Large Hadron Collider, 1,086. Obama's full name, Barack Hussein Obama II, 1,086. The Beast System, 1,086. But wow. It's all there, guys. Of course, Obama's number 44. But yeah, Shane D. Tamura, 44, shooting, gunfire, officer, and kill. They're all 44. 44 date numerology, 44-story building, and 44 days from Trump's birthday. And the guy's card has Trump's birthday on it, man. And this happened in New York, where Trump's from. Unbelievable, man. And then Tamura is 88, like Trump 88. I mean, this is crazy. This is one of the best decodes I've ever done on the fly, man. It's all there. Shane Tamura, 68. Like Donald John Trump, Trump assassination, Manhattan, New York. Tamura. Where is it? Shane Tamura equals Donald J. Trump. Trump 47 with the 47 precinct. Officer from the 47 precinct. Tamura 88, like Trump 88. And Shane is also 88. We went through all that. All the 88s. It's all there, guys. It is all there. Wow. What a show. What a show. All right, guys. Anything else before we wrap it up? Now we got his full name. That's good. That's one thing I was waiting on. Does anybody have anything else before we wrap it up? Wow. Going once, going twice. Starting to sweat here. The press conference is beginning. All right, I'll wait a minute. Lioness roars. I don't know what else we could really know, though. We got his full name. We got his age. So, yeah, Blaze, if you want to just restart all the Trump stuff, I mean, I've been putting it together for 2 hours, but I did a recap starting at 2 hours, 17 minutes. Did they start the press conference already? I'm going to have to change the cover photo, too. Yeah, a lot of the articles are saying Midtown Manhattan. For the record, Midtown has that 37, like shooting 37, for the record. Like Reno was 37 weeks from the governor's birthday. Are you guys watching the press conference? You got anything new? There you go, Midtown, 37 gunfire and shooting 37. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, the press conference hasn't begun. All right. All right, guys, I think there's enough there. Obviously, more news by the numbers, all connected to Donald Trump, 1,000%. All right, guys. Hopefully you learned something today. What a show. I can't tell you the last time I went live over 3 hours. Guys, please leave a comment after the fact. I'd really appreciate it. Bones, Gene Splice, Lioness Roars, if it's not too much to ask, all you guys, please leave a comment. I mean, there's a lot of work. It's been a long day. Please leave a comment, okay? Hit the like, hit the share, put it on Facebook, Twitter, shout me out on YouTube, whatever you can do. I'm going to change the title and the cover photo, I think, and then I'm going to make a short video telling people to start at 2 hours, 17 minutes. All right? All right, guys. If I missed anything, I might make a part 2, might not, who knows. Tomorrow's going to be another day full of news, I'm sure. All right, guys. What a show. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please do me a favor. On the way out, hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And hold on. Let me check one more thing I just thought of. Hold on. We were almost there. Gotta check one more thing. Okay, we're good. All right, guys. Love you guys. As always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless.